Hey friends, Rudy here. In today's episode, we're going to learn about an exciting competition that utilizes lumberjacks and lumberjills. So stay tuned, because the next episode of Xavier Playschool starts right now. Today we're visiting Lumberjack Feud. They're going to teach us about Timbersports and show us some of the equipment that they use. Like these axes that range anywhere from 7 to 8 inches long and weigh about 7 pounds. They use these axes for a variety of chopping events like the standing block chop or the underhand chop, or my favorite event, the springboard chop. Of course, chopping isn't the only kind of tools that lumberjacks and jills use. They also use these cant hooks, which is the most versatile tool in the logging industry. It's used to push, pull, and drag a log to wherever they need it to go. Or they can use these choker cables. These choker cables can wrap around a large tree and help these lumberjacks and jills move logs to where they need them to go. Or they can use these M-tooth racing saws that are 6 feet long with 144 razor-sharp teeth. Now, these timber sport athletes don't only use vintage pieces of equipment, they also use these modern chainsaws, which can be used in a variety of events like de-limbing these incline poles. Of course, they have to turn the chainsaw off as they run up the incline, but then they fire it right back up again to cut 2 clean cookies. That's right, those circles you see on the ground are known as lumberjack cookies. Now you may be wondering if some of these chainsaws are some of the same saws you see during yard work. And in this event, called the stock saw event, they are. But in this next event, these chainsaws are known as hot saws, and they're by far the loudest in the competition. Just listen. Not all of the events have to do with cutting or sawing wood. Sometimes it's maintaining them by setting up these boom logs, which is a series of logs connected end to end stretching from one riverbank to the next. These are to prevent the logs from floating downstream without the lumberjacks. But of course, it is always someone's job to run across the boom and get the drive going again the next morning. But it's not easy running across these booms, because as you can see, these logs spin and bob in the water. Another piece of equipment is used to climb these large trees, like these ropes wrapped with wire and gloves and special spikes attached to their shoes. This is used for an exciting timber sport event known as the speed climb. But of course, whatever goes up must come sliding back down. It's not all work and no play. These lumberjacks and jills love to mess around on the log roll. The rules are relatively simple. They can't cross the center line of the log and they can't touch their opponent. But other than that, anything goes. When it's all said and done, it's all good, clean family fun. And when it comes to family fun, be sure to visit our good friends over at Lumberjack Feud in Pigeon Forge. Well, friends, wasn't that exciting? We'd like to thank our good friends over at Lumberjack Feud for allowing us to come in and to be able to share with you their exciting sport called Timbersports. If you find yourself in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee and you're in Pigeon Forge, be sure to go pay a good visit to our friends over at Lumberjack Feud. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified for the next episode of Xavier's Playschool. But until then, keep playing and keep learning. We'll see you next time.